Beet juice has been hyped as a natural way to boost endurance, heart health, and even cognitive function. But does drinking it daily really live up to the claims? Let's look at the science. From Wits and Weights, I'm Philip Pape, and this is Nutrition Science Daily, bringing you the latest in nutrition, fat loss, and health science all in under 5 minutes. Beet juice, that's B-E-E-T, has been making waves in the nutrition world with claims that it improves cardiovascular health, enhances exercise performance, and even supports brain function. But does the science actually back this up? We always take a skeptical lens to these claims. A new article from Eating Well breaks down the potential benefits of drinking beet juice daily, citing research on nitrates, a compound found in beets that can increase nitric oxide production in the body. Now, nitric oxide helps dilate your blood vessels, and so it could improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to muscles and organs. Studies show that nitrates in beets can improve oxygen efficiency, allowing endurance athletes like runners and cyclists, but even lifters who tap into that endurance mode, that energy system, to perform better with less fatigue. One study found that consuming beet juice 2 to 3 hours before exercise can improve time to exhaustion in endurance activities, reduce the oxygen cost of exercise, meaning you use energy more efficiently, and it can enhance power output, especially in high-intensity workouts, which can also include heavy lifting. If you're looking for a natural pre-workout, a glass of beet juice before training might give you an edge, especially when you're going to have a longer training session or be lifting really heavy. And I like to think of the fact that betaine, a derivative of beets, is also in pre-workouts, so there's some connection here. The vasodilatory, sorry for my butchering of that word, vasodilatory effect of nitric oxide from beets can support heart health. Researchers shows that drinking beet juice daily may lower systolic blood pressure by a few points, and that could be beneficial if you're at risk of hypertension. And while that reduction is, I'll say, statistically measurable, it's not a magic bullet. As always, overall diet and lifestyle are going to play a much bigger role in cardiovascular health, like we always talk about on the show, strength training being at the top of that list, followed by lots of walking and being active. Some research suggests that beet nitrates may enhance blood flow to the brain, particularly in areas linked to cognitive function and aging. Increasing nitric oxide levels might help with memory, reaction time, and overall mental clarity. But again, the long-term data is limited, so I'd never like to stretch and make conclusions from any of these. For those looking to optimize brain health, beets can be one little piece of the puzzle, but shouldn't replace other strategies like sleep, training, and a well-balanced diet. So, the downsides, well, beet juice is generally safe. It just comes from beets, no big deal, but there are some things to consider. First is GI discomfort. Some people get stomach upset from the high nitrate and fiber content. I would see that as more of a, get used to it type of thing, but you may not be able to tolerate it. There's something called beeturia, or I think that's how you pronounce it, or beeturia, where your urine turns red or pink after drinking beet juice. It's actually harmless. It's a side effect of the bealain pigments, just so you know. And then the sugar content, beets, of course, are naturally sweet, so if you drink large amounts of it, it can contribute to a little bit extra sugar and calories in your diet if you're not mindful, if you're not tracking, if you're just not aware and planning that in. So the question is, should you drink beet juice daily? Well, the science supports moderate consumption may be helpful. It's not going to hurt, right? Especially if you're an athlete, if you're training, an endurance athlete, if you're trying to support cardiovascular health. But you don't have to chug beet juice every day. You could just incorporate some beets into your diet through whole foods, roasted beets, smoothies, to kind of get the same benefit without overloading on the more concentrated sugar in the juice. And I'm not a big fan of the flavor of beets personally, but yellow beets actually are much milder, and also pickled beets. So there's different ways to prepare that might be more palatable. All right, so if you want to share your experience with beet juice, or more generally discuss performance nutrition with a community that gets it, join our Free Wits and Weights Facebook group, link in the show notes. That is where we talk about the real science behind fitness and nutrition without the fluff, and how to apply it so you actually get the results. All right, tomorrow we are talking about a supplement being called Nature's Ozempic. Hit follow so you don't miss that episode.